Trustee Halley?
Here.
Trustee Electa? Absent. Trustee Canuco?
Here.
Supervisor Free?
Here. Can you stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
to review and approval of the minutes of the regular board meeting held January 11th, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Zach Halley, seconded by John Wolf. Any discussion? Hearing none, please roll.
Trustee Bowles? Yes. Trustee Halley?
Aye.
Trustee Electa is absent. Trustee Canuco?
Yes.
Supervisor Free?
Yes. All right. Okay, next is audience participation. Each person has a 5-minute time limit. Is there anyone interested in speaking?
Yeah.
Please, if you could stand up and say your name and what you're here for, please.
Yes, Cyd Paulsen, a resident of beautiful Winfield, Illinois, and Honecker from the School District 34. And we understand this is the last meeting before those CARES Act monies need to be used. And I have nonprofits who spent money for COVID-related expenses above and beyond their normal budget between March 1st and December 30th. I have the spreadsheets with the attached receipts, and I've read through this agreement, and we've conveyed this to Sheila Rutledge, and I have them for you to review, if you would.
Okay. I can't review them, I can't comment on anything at this moment, but I hear your comments, so we can discuss later, okay?
Okay, let me know when I can pass it on. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
My name is Mike McKinn, with board member with the Winfield in Action. We provide baseball, softball, and soccer services. Similarly, we're here as well to submit to everybody our COVID-related expenses under the CARES Act for your consideration. So, thank you.
Anyone else? Yeah.
Same thing, I'm the president for Winfield in Action, so, same thing, Deborah Moran, president of Winfield, and president for more years than I can count at this point, but, so we've just had, a lot of COVID expenses that are, causing us to take 2 clicks together to run a program right now, and we don't want to cut the program, if we want to keep offering the program for the kids, but, we just had far too many, expenses last year, you know, and we'll continue to do so until things are changed. So we have a spreadsheet here that can show some of our expenses, and are here for you to consider that.
Yeah, I do want to ask something. I'm Judy Lucas, and I'm just wondering, what has the board done to outreach to the people in Winfield Township about the CARES Act money, to notify them that it's available, and how much money has been spent so far and on what? So those are my questions.
Thank you for your comments. Anybody else? Okay, moving on to correspondence. No.
Can we answer?
No,
We can't answer that?
None at this time.
Can we ask them a question though?
No.
We can't,
Public comment is public comment. They're making a comment. If we want to edit, we can add it to
Okay.
the agenda, or we can make it in our comments, or something like that. Okay?
Okay.
John, any correspondence?
No.
Okay. Me, I didn't get any correspondence this time. Review and approval of board audit report.
Make a motion.
Thank you.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Halley, seconded by trustee Canuco. Any discussion?
Trustee Bowles?
Aye.
Trustee Halley?
Aye.
Trustee Canuco?
Aye.
Trustee Electa is absent. Supervisor Free?
Okay. No unfinished business at this time. Monthly investment in financial reports, for your information only. Discussion of open house. This year we will not be having an open house. We discussed it with John, myself, a little bit with Mark. We just figured with the COVID situation happening at this moment, open house is not suitable at this time. Annual town meeting.
Yeah, annual town meeting similar to that. course of action, just postponing, until further action, with COVID. Hopefully it gets better.
Okay. Riding page. So we got their numbers for November. 1 rider, 10 rides. I got our numbers for January. We had 43 riders with 101 stops.
This is ours.
This is ours.
Can you repeat those?
Yeah, 43 riders, 101 stops.
Thank you.
Our bus is kicking. It's doing really good so far. Okay. CA, same thing, just waiting for the court date to happen, and their lawyers still haven't responded to us about interest, all that other good jazz, and how they did their math. So as soon as we have that information, I'll let you know.
How long has it been since they sent them the asking for those numbers?
It's been about 4 months, man. I'm just thinking back from when Donna was asking.
Right, I couldn't remember either,
Yeah,
that's why.
maybe longer. The carbon report. Mark?
Just chugging along here. We're not having people coming in for their, we're gonna start sending out the senior forms, but they're not gonna have to be notarized this year for the first time. So,
Ooh,
but they still need to come in to get help on the freeze forms,
gotcha.
because those are a little more. But we've been going out to their cars, just have them call, and go out there and have them fill it out and everything. But when because they're gonna wanna come in come the spring, because the county's gonna send them all out. So we'll see where we're at then, so.
All right. Don?
Plowing snow. We still have lots of salt in our salt dome from previous winter that we didn't use. We'll be taking our salt order sometime after March 1st, which is only 500 tons this year. The recycling event, we were approved for $500 grant money through DuPage County, through SCARES. So that's been approved. We just got notification the other day about that. We're doing maintenance on trucks, cutting trees when we can. It's kind of hard with these sub-zero temperatures right now. We're doing a lot of work inside the shop, doing maintenance and repairs. ComEd got back to us about our streetlight program. We're going to be upgrading all of our streetlights to LEDs. In the next, they're going to start in a year. They told me we're about a year away from doing it, but we're just getting all the preliminary, picking out light fixtures and stuff like that. They said it'll take about a year to get it started. They're doing all the townships now. They did all the cities, they did all the bigger municipalities. Now they're coming down to the townships. There's no charge to us, from what I understood. I mean, we pay for the ComEd bill, and we pay for the maintenance program, so I think it's all part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, of course, we're working on our budget, and I'd like to thank Supervisor Prater. She bought my guys lunch last week Friday, and the guy said thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's it. Happy President's Day.
Yeah.
Quick question, John. How does this, I know with the new no turning out on, what road is that?
Purnell Road.
Purnell. Does the sheriff give you numbers? Are they still sitting out there? I know there was a time frame in which they were going to.
So it's $100 an hour for a sheriff's deputy with a squad car. We received $1,000 from Pulte Construction to supply for hiring a sheriff.
Right.
And each shift was 2 hours that they sat there. The first 2 times each sheriff sat there, they just gave warnings. Then they started writing tickets. That money is now gone.
Gotcha.
And everybody's making a right turn like the sign didn't exist.
Right.
You'll also notice that we put up a flashing sign because everybody kept saying they didn't see the sign.
Okay.
So it was highly recommended when the sheriff pulled people over and they didn't see the sign that they go get their eyes checked. It is a bright sign that flashes. You cannot miss it. Right. I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, I remember you saying that they allocated. I couldn't remember how much.
I'm gonna try and allot in my budget this year to hire a sheriff periodically to go out there and monitor the intersection. But that's hard to do because that's technically not what I'm supposed to send my road district money.
Right. No, that's fine. I was just wondering. Thanks.
I have to talk to my lawyer about how that works, if I can do that or can't do that. So.
Right.
That would be under legal.
I don't know.
Oh, simple.
I don't know.
Anything under clerk?
Nope.
Okay. Under supervisor, I'll just mention this, CARES Act money, the county was given, what's the $40 million, I believe? And then they had to distribute that to all the actions of government or places of government. Township, the 9 townships got $225,000 distributed between 9 townships. We have an intergovernmental agreement with DuPage County. They have all the money. We just give them our receipts to get the money back if we, for any of our COVID-related questions or anything. They scrutinize every bill that comes in. I was questioned about rubber gloves the other day, like just gloves for signing things, and why I would need those, and why are they COVID-related. I don't know. People are using pens and they're signing things, but I kind of needed to have that for annual town meeting when we have it, things like that. So I'm being advised that unless it's a 501c3 where we're literally donating food or diapers, other than that, can't give any money to other taxing bodies like a park district, school districts, stuff like that. But just throwing that out there, that's what I've been told. Other than that, I've also gotten to work on the audit, possibly, at Consulting Box to give us what their quote would be for this next year coming up, for this year coming up. That'll be on the agenda for next time. And then working on the budget. We had a good budget workshop. I will work on the numbers from 2021 and 2020 to make sure they're matching correctly as what we have, and then this year as well. Other than that, that's all I got. Donnie?
Yeah, to answer what we've done, December, I think it was December we were approached when we first got active with the CARES Act. We went out and we allocated money to buy diapers and needs, like for kids, adults, and stuff like that. That actually went to the food pantries over in West Chicago Food Pantry, down in Warrenville Food Pantry. Yeah, like supervisor was saying, if our hands are tied, we have eligible, I wish you guys would have got all this stuff in January, because, it's kind of disadvantaged for me as a trustee sitting here and having somebody dump something on my lap without even looking at it. To what's eligible and not eligible, like she's saying, if we can only do food pantries and that kind of stuff, well, it makes a difference, and if we can't donate, if we can't help other taxing bodies, our hands are tied. We try to help the community how we can. I would like to see, I know we can't do it because it's not on the agenda or anything, but I don't even know, if we can even do food pantries again or anything like that. I don't know, but our hands are tied on this, and it's, I know it's bad on you guys, but at the same time, I'd love to help you guys out, but I just can't vote on something that say, here, we need money for this. I got to do a little bit of homework too. What's to say, and like Winfield, I sat on the park district for 18 years, so I know what goes on the park district. I got a daughter sitting
I'm
on the
not
park
park district.
Okay, well, Winfield
Action is a 501c3.
I understand that, but it's the same principle kind of as a park district. You have baseball, you have all this stuff. I'm familiar with it. So some of the stuff that would fall under that, I don't know if it'd be eligible. So.
And we assume you all ran to help your community.
Well, yeah, but I look at it as a broader thing. I like to help the township, not just the community. There's a whole, what's our area, 36 square miles? So this board has to help that whole area. But if our hands are tied and if we can't do it, we can't do it. And that's the sad part about it. So if we can help with food pantries again, I'd like to see that, but I don't know if we can. We can do that all year, but.
That's so fair.
No, that's
I'm not sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
Echoing Donnie's sentiments, yes, we did the diapers, we did the wipes, and that was after we were given the information, I think, a week before that deadline. So we're doing the best we can with what we're offered from the county. If the county has stipulations, obviously we cannot supersede them, although like you're saying, I would like to help everybody with the money that was allocated to the townships, but if there's only a certain way we can go about it, then, like you said, our hands are tied, which is unfortunate, and it is what it is, unfortunately. Thanks to John, I was, and his guys driving down the roads. The only roads that were actually somewhat nice were ours, so appreciate you guys getting out there every single time we get some sort of snow or slippery weather. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good rest of your month. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks, Mitchell.
Anything I say is gonna be repetitious of the other one, so I'm done.
All right, hold on 1 second. There he is. Yes, please.
We've been waiting for you.
Good evening.
It's our lawyer, Steve Adams.
Sorry I'm late.
No, it's Steve.
Traffic is crazy out there.
Yeah.
I'm driving from Indiana, so I feel your pain.
Any other comments? Hearing none. We do have an executive closed session. Discuss court cases. So at this time,
We go into executive session.
I will second.
motion made by trustee Howard, or Panuco, seconded by,
Please, don't help me.
I'm sorry, seconded by trustee Halley. Any discussion? Hearing none, please call roll.
Trustee Paulsen. Oh, yeah, hi. Trustee Halley.
Aye.
Trustee elected Natchez. Trustee Panuco.
Aye.
Supervisor Francine.
Aye.
And then do we return after executive?
Yes, you kind of, you want to, executive session is, or this meeting is adjourned at 7:16.
Okay, it will be an open meeting then after the closed meeting?
Correct.
Okay.
So I don't understand.
I'm gonna go home. You too.
Thanks.
Is it food related?
There's a five, but it's an-
501c3 only for food.
Is that what it is?
Correct.
Food related.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, sir?
Hey, different side of the phone now.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
That's for 501c3.
My lawyer for my,
No, this is her.
for my will, my husband's will, and your wife is my neighbor and delivery.
Yeah, I think
And
that's
I your
right.
name.
Oh, that's what she did.
Right.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't. Sid, hold on 1 second. Here, take that.
It is a 501c3 and
I understand what you're saying. Hold on 1 second. Okay.
In closed session, I'll have to wait.
Yeah. After, I mean, we haven't even got into closed session yet.
We adjourn the meeting.
Yeah. So
Right.
the meeting is adjourned, so we can talk.
Okay.
If you want to, what did you see, what your, because did you guys send, I want to make sure you guys get my cards, you can send me a email.
Yeah, that'd be helpful. Yeah.
It's like I missed a little
When you need to
something.
end your meeting. You gotta start the
Yeah.
conversation.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, it was just
I'll
kind of
wait on
like,
that.
all this information was
Yeah,
just,
thanks.
we can do this, we can do this, we can't do this, or whatever. And so we just don't know what we can or can't, what you can or can't help with, but what we wouldn't be able to.
Ethan. Hold on a second, I'll show you. Let me get you the conference. It's a thing of two taxing bodies. I called Bart and talked to Mark today.
Hey, I like you.
And I
You
said, Mark,
gotta come drive. I
I was like,
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
from one taxing body to
Oh,
another
You
taxing
guys
body.
give me a pass, I'd be happy to dress like that.
But that's if you were
I'll give
getting
you
Mark.
crap.
We are completely separate.
Normally, if I don't have a meeting, I dress
So
very
if I don't
similarly.
want to treat our agreement for
I
that.
use this shirt, I
It's
give a
literally
tie, I
specified.
just put tie in.
Just make sure you don't stand up.
Yeah, for a Zoom meeting.
Yeah, everything is something, you know.
My wife had 3 interviews over Zoom, so it's like she did it in my office. And then her last interview that she just had, they're like, yeah, we want you to come in. She's like, I go, I gotta get clothes. But she got her new job. So she's happy. Yeah. So now she's out of the hospital and outpatient.
So that's my understanding, is there might be more funds coming, will they stay for the same stipulations, why?
You know, you're tired of it. I wish I could have some of it. Every single thing I do is in person.
Really? What do you do?
I'm in chemical sales. So I'm in outside sales. So
I don't have a credit card to purchase anything.
Yeah.
I had to get all of
But your travel schedule is very
So
different
if I'm
now.
gonna check for anything.
no, nothing has changed for me because I mean, even during the lockdown, car dealerships, which is my main source of business, they were all considered